Welcome back to Scott Asmar, the man and everything in between. As concluded with my last episode, we talked a lot about dreams and dream theory, that is, and how I got started with the dream theory, which was my dissertation back in 1996. I want to talk a little bit about, I had told you we're going to delve just a little bit into lucid dreaming. Not an expert on it, reported on it in my dissertation 30 years ago, and found that it was very much relevant today. And I'd like everybody to just kind of understand what the lucid dreaming is today. So, if those of you who are movie buffs have watched the movie Inception in 2010, that is probably the best example of what lucid dreaming is. If you haven't seen the movie, interested in dreams, I'd highly recommend Inception. I think it was with Leonardo DiCaprio. Very confusing, but it kind of explains what this lucid dreaming is. So, lucid dreaming first came on the scene in 1896 by Frederick Van Eden. And he recorded his own dreams. Over 352 or over 500 dreams, 352 dreams were of a particular kind of nature where he knew he was dreaming. So, what this lucid dream theory suggests is that you can train yourself to be a lucid dreamer. The research that I have found today, that I had done looking through these dream theories, there is a website that you can go to that you can actually learn how to lucid dream. I haven't done it, but it was interesting enough that I had reported about it 30 years ago in terms of understanding between the conscious and unconscious. And now there is a website that you can go to help if you want to engage in this lucid dreaming. And what it does is it's from my understanding is that the lucid dreamer can guide their dreams. And instead of it just being a free for all of the dream, that you actually can guide your dreams with these tools that they help you engage in, which in that point, then all the other theories would be kind of irrelevant in that, well, if we can guide our dreams, then it's not a threat or a threat theory or a continuity principle, or it's good housekeeping. So as I ended with my last podcast about everybody's an individual, I still hold that. I still believe that all these theories, all these dream theories, that they can be engaged in any one particular person can have that theory applied to their dream. And again, I'd like to reiterate that I don't think we'll ever know what the true meaning of dreams are, because the lines sometimes get blurred with dream interpretation or dream analyzation, that they'll analyze the dream. And what I was getting at, what my dissertation, what I started off with, is the question, why do we dream? And from my standpoint here, I don't think we'll ever find the answer of why we dream, not what our dreams are or how we can control them or what our dreams' purpose is, but why do we actually dream? It's just fascinating to me, especially since it dates back, biblical times, first times recorded in ancient times, and especially in the different types of religions. One particular one that I suffer from as an adult is night terrors. Not nightmares, night terrors. Nightmares and night terrors are completely different types of dreaming. And there was a study conducted by Ataku at the Dementia Research Institute, and it was in June of 2025. And the key findings on nightmares were weekly nightmares linked to more than triple the risk of dying before the age of 70, which I don't like that. Frequent nightmares associated with accelerated biological aging. Remember, he was a dementia research institute. Faster biological aging explained 40% of the increase of mortality risk. Effect was constant across age, sex, ethnicity, and mental health status. Nightmares were stronger predictor of early death than smoking, obesity, or inactivity. It's from the Imperial College London, okay? The Dementia Research Institute. Basically, stress response activation. Nightmares trigger cortisol release, fight and flight responses, impaired sleep quality. And so there was a real interesting study on the nightmares. Now, night terrors were something of different research. And the difference is that the night terrors, they occur during non-REM sleep, where the nightmares occur during REM sleep. So you know that the REM sleep is what causes the dreams. Night terrors are in non-REM sleep. And the night terror is the person is not fully awake. That's what I suffer from. I know I am asleep. I know that I am, but I also know that I am having a terror, and I'm trying to wake myself up. I'm trying to wake myself up. And it's not anything like a person attacking me or anything like it could be that, or it could be just in a dark room. It is the most terrifying experience that I call them terrors. I don't have them that often, but I do get them probably, I'd say once every few months. And there's screaming, thrashing, sitting up. I do have a memory of the episode. It says that typically there is no memory. And the triggers are stress, fever, sleep deprivation, and certain types of medications. And the aftermath returns to sleep quickly and unaware that it happened. Takes me a while to get to sleep afterwards because it feels like such a traumatic experience. But thought it was something worth mentioning about the differences between night terrors and nightmares. Also, too, when we talk about dreaming, I also dream of I'm back in school. And I had this reoccurring dream constantly. In fact, just a few nights ago, I had this dream that when I wake up, I have to reassure myself I am done with school. I have gone the full bore. So point being is, and I dream in color, and some people dream in black and white. That was another thing I wanted to bring to everybody's attention is some people still dream in black and white. And they say that by the 1980s and 90s, as color TV became dominant in the household, so did the reports of black and white dreams declined. I thought that was an interesting fact. That prior to that, with black and white TVs, people reported a more significant number of dreaming in black and white. Still, there are occasion of the black and white dreamers, and it could be just linked to personal memory, patterns, mood, and artistic preference. So, again, this fascinating topic of dreams, I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear if you dream in black and white. As I concluded in my last episode, neuroscience and psychology need to merge together because for understanding dreams. But I still hold the fact that I don't think we'll ever know why, but these theories are very interesting and very relevant to today's society. Send me your comments. Let me know if you dream in black and white, suffer from night terrors, nightmares, or some interesting facts about your dreams. I'd encourage you to keep a journal, and because we do forget, That's one thing we do is we do forget a majority of our dreams. Until next time, remember to sleep well and dream big.